Welcome to the world's worst drifting podcast. This is absolutely take one and not take two.
Not or three or four.
We were exactly 6 minutes in before I didn't hit record on almost everything. Wow. At least that part when I messed up, nobody will hear about
That's
now.
all right. It's all right. It's the
So,
first one.
a little about us. We are the Dangerous Knights Drift Crew. We are a 5 or 6 man team.
Give
we
or
do some mad skids,
Mad skids.
awesome tandems. We talk shit. We have problems.
If we're not talking shit, be worried because we don't like you then.
But yes, there is myself, Joshua Leatherbarrow. I am the, starter of this shit show.
Yeah.
Then we have my co-host here.
That would be me. I prematurely waved there. Adam couldn't see that.
And you are?
My name's Austin. Austin Fay. Been drifting a few years now. Probably going on 4. This show's not about me, though, so we won't talk about me that much. I met Josh through drifting, and I guess the rest is history.
Yeah, and because of that, we became lovers.
Yes. We've slept in the bed together multiple times.
Yeah. And,
The same bed.
Oh, yeah. Pants were optional.
I think I had pants on multiple times.
I did.
Every time.
Why?
Because you snore very loud.
What do pants have to do with me snoring?
All right, you should probably introduce the third member that's on the pod with us.
Our gal pal here, Adam, is the, main discussion topic for today. Yeah. Adam's been drifting since 2006, 2007. He used to drift a red S13 hatch. Correct?
That was your first drift car?
First serious drift car,
First
yeah.
serious drift
Okay.
car.
I had one before that, but yeah.
Oh, Matt.
Just did some street skids with that one.
Yeah, Matt didn't tell me about that one. So, what was it like drifting before coilovers and angle kits were really a thing?
They were a thing. Well, angle kits weren't a thing. Neither was really angle at all. Not even cut knuckles. But coilovers were a thing, but they were kind of hand-me-down Japan clapped out coilovers usually. Unless you had a lot of money, then you could buy something probably pretty decent. But yeah, it was all right. It was fun. A lot less serious. Yeah, I pretty much had cut springs, so it was a good time.
Cut springs with some stock shocks.
Yep.
Oh, man, that must have rode great.
Hey, I had a set of those on my first TI.
It really wasn't
badass.
horrible. I mean, when the shocks flew, it was really bad, but other than that, it really wasn't that bad.
So what was it like getting all your drift information from the Ohio Drift Forum?
Ooh, forums. Those were the days.
Really got most of it from, Zilvia and stuff.
Oh.
Zilvia was definitely the go-to.
Forgot,
Okay.
big Nissan guy we're talking to.
Oh, yeah.
Big Nissan guy.
I think
he
everybody
might
was
have a
on there, even
Nissan
not
tattoo.
Nissan people.
You might have a Nissan tattoo, don't you?
I don't.
We're changing that.
Yeah, but all the cars back then were Nissans.
I was going to say, yeah, everything. That was the only
pretty
thing that
much.
people drifted back then were Nissans. I mean, if you had a Supra and you were drifting one, you were fucking, like Adam said, rich. You could afford coilovers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you happen to remember the tuner shop that put on the events at Pit Race, which was once Beaver Run?
Beaver Run.
Tuner shop. I probably would if I heard the name, but yeah.
So that was before Club Loose ran these events, right?
Yeah, it was, yeah. I honestly can't even remember when John took over.
Shout out Club Loose, too, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the best.
Yes, we love Club Loose.
So now they have that big, giant lot to drift in. What was it before all of that?
Yeah, fill me in. I didn't know anything about
It was
this.
still the skid pad, but it wasn't quite as big. It's definitely pretty wild to see it from when I first started going there to now.
What do you
It
say,
is.
like half? of what it is now? Before?
The skid pad?
Yeah.
No, it was probably a little bit bigger than that. They just kind of added on like I don't know that dog leg section, like the kind of like uphill piece.
Yeah, a little drop down
where you come
piece
in
there.
because you didn't used to come in right there. So you used to come in like when you coming up the hill, and that gate's there. You used to go straight through there.
Okay, I got you.
Was the karting track not there?
No, it was there. They
Oh,
used to
wow.
drift on the karting track.
Oh, really?
That was
That would
that was an
Yeah, that was
option.
before my
That
time.
would have
Yeah,
been-
that was before my
Oh,
time.
man.
We need to talk whoever into getting that back as a thing.
Probably never happened.
No, I probably wouldn't, but that karting track is pretty sick when we were there.
I seen some photos from back in the day, and they destroyed that track.
Oh, I can only
Like,
imagine.
yeah, I mean it would probably be a lot better now. I think the driving has come a long way, but
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, what were option DVDs for the people who don't know what they are?
Ooh,
whew, man,
spicy.
those are the best, dude. I know Matt had a bunch of them, and my buddy Aaron, he had a bunch too. We used to just sit there and watch them all the time. They're just, I don't know, they're just like pure drifting in Japan, like D1, and then there was just like a lot of like, I don't know, Matsuri events, I guess maybe, but it was pretty cool. They're sweet. There's a ton of them too. I'm pretty sure.
Weren't they also magazines, or were they just strictly DVDs?
Yeah, I think they might have been magazines too. I don't know if I ever actually seen a magazine.
I'll say
I'm
I
sure
can
Matt probably had
recall.
some.
I can recall seeing an option magazine. Probably not in person, but definitely have seen like pictures of them somewhere online or something. Like I know, option
Yeah.
definitely was a magazine at one point.
Yeah, viewers, if you know the answer to this, let me know.
Yeah,
'cause-
definitely let us know.
So, you were drifting from 2006, 2007, all the way up into 2014. What was that
It's like
stretch?
2013. Yeah.
What was that stretch like? Like, was it
The
just
early days of drifting.
Matt was saying that you guys did go to Midvale, but that wasn't really a big thing. It was mostly Beaver Run.
Yeah, it was. I know that there was a local company around here that they did a drift event there, and we all went to it. It was the first time that track had ever been drifted, and it was pretty sick. Like it was.
You're saying Midvale,
That-
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was
I
something.
bet back
I
then
mean,
there
my
was
car
nothing to
was
drift
not-
at. That was like
Yeah,
the mecca of drifting, probably when you first walked in there.
Oh yeah, like we looked at the first corner and we were like, damn, that's big, because we just did parking lots and Beaver Run.
Flat
so,
surfaces for the most part.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
first gear, second gear heaters, and
I remember my first
Yeah.
night. First night that I never drifted. I street drifted one night. Like was the first time I ever actually drifted. Like I drifted a car before, but never drifted. And I don't know. It was just something different. It was like, gotta keep doing this.
oh, it's the best. But Midvale, just the corners and the banks are just so
So good.
fast. You can get so
Yeah.
much speed, and yet I feel like people are just afraid to drive there.
I'm excited to drive there this
Yeah.
year.
That's like you're not the banks. You're just not hitting the walls there unless you're driving straight at them.
Right.
And I don't
Yeah.
think people understand that. Yeah, you can dirt drop and mess up a wheel or suspension part. But
Yeah, but you can do that anywhere for the most part besides Erie.
yeah, but we'll get to
Yeah.
Erie eventually.
Yeah, I know we will. They're a
Yeah.
hot topic right now.
It's actually one of our topic choices, so stay tuned for that.
All the viewers,
All
12
six of you.
You said 6, I said 12.
So then, yes, you end up.
So you took a hiatus.
No, before that, you SR swapped one of these cars. I'm assuming.
So no, I had single cam KAs in my red 240.
God's
Okay.
engine.
Yes, they weren't terrible. They were gutless as hell, but I feel like I learned a lot of technique from it.
Yeah.
Oh, you
But,
do, yeah. Low horsepower.
Yeah, and that car just got pretty wore out, and I was I attempted to make the car better, and I did a really bad job, and that car ended up in the scrapyard.
Oh,
Big learning curve.
Yeah.
ooh.
And then my friend George, he picked up a S13. He was going to pull the SR, put it in his Subaru. Terrible idea.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
terrible idea.
What Subaru?
Sounded cool at the
Why?
time,
No,
but
don't.
that was
Why?
probably 2011, I think, something like that. And he was over that pretty quickly, and I'm like, I want that car, and I ended up buying it for a stupid good deal, and it was already SR swapped, obviously. So, yeah, and I drove that car pretty hard for about 2 years, and then I sold the engine out of it to buy my house. So
Jeez.
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, back then, like, an SR wasn't big money like they are today.
You could get an SR for $1,500 or less.
Yeah, same with RBs back then. You could just
Yeah.
$1,000, someone
Yep.
will get you one.
Yep, not no more.
Yep.
So-
Weird times.
And then you sold just the engine. You kept the car, or did you?
Yeah, I kept the car. I was like, I'll buy another engine. I was like, I needed a garage for one.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have anywhere to really work on it
They
because
all
my
need
friend was
one.
moving, which was where my car was. So I sold it and kept the car. Got into my house, moved the shell to my house, and then I picked up an S14 SR. And I got it in the car, pretty much got it running. Everything was ready to go. And, like, I just kept having weird little issues. The water pump took a shit. And then I had to order it. And I was like, I'm over this. I'm done. Like, I just really wanted to LS swap my car so bad.
You guys and your LS swaps.
Yeah. So I ended up selling that SR to Jimmy Caldwell,
Oh, jeez.
and yeah, I started the SR or the LS swap, which actually Charlie put his shell up for sale, and well, I bought it, and then
Oh, gee. Okay. That's a name I haven't
ditched
heard in a while.
yeah, I ditched the S13. Tried to sell it, no one wanted to buy it, so
If you still had
It
it
bit the
today,
dust.
people would be begging you to
Oh,
buy it.
fuck yeah.
yeah. People just kept wanting the title. That was it.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
I was like, nah. Yeah, I was like, nah. You get the whole car or nothing. So
So at what point did you finish that car?
the S14.
Yes.
So it was a long stretch, but I think I finished it in like 2021. So
Jeez.
yeah, it was a long time I didn't drive.
That,
So
that is a while.
That's a few years.
yeah, it was a long time.
Couple years on the Mayan calendar there.
Yeah.
So, what's your plans now for this car? Let the people know.
Are we revealing what I'm doing to it?
Are you hiding what you're doing
Are
to
you
it?
hiding it? Yeah.
I mean, it's not really out there, but
I mean,
guess
that's
it
your
will be
call.
now.
See, you're gonna hear it here first.
Yep.
You gotta watch this episode
The first episode.
right now to find out
Yep.
what's going on. Or I might just delete it.
Yeah, maybe we'll just leave this part out. You don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep watching to find out, though.
You could skip forward, but
Yeah,
you might
you-
miss it.
So I'll just give a little info on the car to begin with, but it's just a 4.8 LS with Summit cam springs, nothing special. It's pretty awesome.
It works.
It's pretty quick for what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna add a turbo to it. So
Dang,
Just
one
gonna
of, them,
make-
one of them spooly boys.
Yeah.
Are you ready for that? Like,
I'm so ready for it. I definitely feel like I tapped out the potential of it. So, like, I barely have any grip in the car at all because I don't know, I set it up I set it up to have a 6-liter in it, so it was supposed to have mid 400s, and well, that engine didn't work out. So, yeah.
Are you being outrun by faster cars, or you just feel like
Not
you
necessarily.
can be faster?
I don't really think anyone really like ran away from me for the most part. I think it was more of I had to push so hard that it caused me to make mistakes really easily.
Oh yeah.
And I just feel like I'd like to have that little bit of buffer. So
that little extra sauce.
yeah, sauce.
So what transmission's in that thing?
It is a GTO T56.
Dang.
The old GTO tranny.
That's the worst one to put in besides a CTSV one. It's got to have its own bell housing, got to have its own starter.
No, it just takes a regular starter.
Really? Oh, well,
yeah.
The starter's fine, but it's got its own fancy bell housing, though.
I don't think so. I think it's just a normal bell housing.
See, Noah,
I could be wrong, though.
Noah tried to put one of those into his car and just couldn't find a bell housing and just wouldn't go in.
Huh. That's weird.
He may also be slow. So
car was fast, but
all right, let's tell the people what you got for angle on this thing, because I don't think people are gonna believe it.
It is cut knuckles and extended lower control arms.
Yes,
that
it
is
is.
it.
Yes, it is.
Now, why? Why are you so behind?
Yeah, you're stuck in 2006 still, my friend.
I feel right. So I helped Troy Manners in FD in 2019, and my car is almost the exact same as his car was in 2019.
No way. No way.
It is. It's pretty close. Obviously, he had a quick change in the dog box, but like suspension wise, it's pretty close.
That's
bare
nuts.
bones parts.
His coilovers a little better. Were a little better then, but yeah, same angle. So literally, the same person made his knuckles, made mine, which is Jimmy. So.
Oh, then yeah, that's some good stuff.
Yeah.
But like, why not switch to a more proven setup?
I will eventually, but the way I look at it is I don't have money to buy a good angle kit.
Felt
plus
that, brother.
The parts, plus to buy spares.
Oh yeah, I have zero. I have a tie rod.
The spares are
Those
the
are
hard
my
part.
spares.
Like it's the hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to get the amount of money to buy the angle kit in the first place.
Yeah, you spend the $2,000 to buy it,
But
then you gotta buy it again to have spare parts.
Right, you need to buy it twice to have all your spare parts.
Yeah, it's not $2,000, it's $4,000 just for when you do crash.
Right, because it's not that you're not gonna crash, because you're gonna at some point, whether it's you crashing by yourself or one of your friends crashes into you or some random crashes into you, it's gonna happen. And you'll buy, instead of buying 2 whole kits, you buy a kit and a half, and then the parts that you bend are the parts you don't have, and then you're fucking shit out of luck.
Yeah, you're buying these parts by themselves. You're spending so much money.
Yeah, you're paying almost double for the part.
Yeah, just for a complete tie rod assembly for the front was like $450 or something. And it's like, I might need this.
Whereas if you bent a control arm now, not saying it's doable, but if you bent a lower control arm now that they're cut knuckles and extended lowers, you could necessarily, if we had to, extend a new lower at the track. Or buy one, but I'm saying we could make one at the track if need be. Like, for an Erie, they have welders and shit.
Yeah.
Get a hunk of fucking metal and you cut the ball joint off and extend it 2 inches. I've done it with Dylan. They're not that difficult.
Yeah, if I bend a control arm or something, I cry and go home.
Yeah, you're driving 45 minutes back home and sleeping on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it works. You guys seen how much angle it's got. It's pretty impressive for what it is.
You can thank Jimmy for that, though.
Jimmy knows what he's doing there.
He knows a thing or two.
Yeah, he's been around.
On the block.
Yeah, he's done some things.
Seen some things.
So, tell me about your Pro-Am season from 2024. What were your highs? What were your lows?
Let me see here. I guess the highs would be, I feel like I did pretty well. I I didn't really think I was gonna do super great anyway, but like, um, I
Before you continue, like, where'd you end up standing wise? Do you know?
14th.
Whoa,
Hey.
that's not bad, dude.
No, not at all.
Yeah, it
Out of what, like, what was it?
was like 39, I think.
39.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
40 drivers.
40, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
honestly really good. It's better than my. I think I took last place, if I recall.
There was a few of you
You
tied
didn't get
for last.
place, but
If it not, yeah, if it was either last or like 35th or something.
There was a
stupid.
few people I think that may have been at the bottom. They're all the same
Oh.
same amount of points.
I mean,
0.
I did have a great season.
You
know?
did. Just not Pro-Am season.
Oh, we'll get to that another time.
Another
but-
episode. That's a whole episode in itself.
Okay, you took 14th. You got a almost stock car with a V8.
Yep.
yeah.
How'd you do? Keep going.
I would say I'm trying to think of the lows. I mean, I didn't really have like a low, I guess. Like it was,
The car stayed together. You had no major issues throughout the
Yeah.
season.
yeah, didn't break the car once. I mean, didn't crash, like it was a pretty good season, really.
Used
I
up
mean,
a lot of tires.
Yeah, my car doesn't burn a lot of tires. I will next year though.
Yeah, you better
This-
get ready for that. You better start stocking up now, brother.
Yeah.
So, okay, round 1. Do you remember who you went against in it was just 32, right?
Top
They didn't do
32.
a seating bracket?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the rain round, wasn't it?
First round.
Didn't
Yeah.
it rain?
Yes.
Yes, it did. It rained a lot.
Yeah, that was
So
lovely.
I'm weird, and I kind of like driving in the rain.
Dude,
I
the
like
rain
it.
driving is the absolute best.
It's slower, but it's like
Yeah.
no.
Love it.
No. You can drive the absolute piss out of these cars.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Because they just don't go anywhere.
Oh right, that's what I mean. Like the driving itself is slower.
If you want to drive your car at 100%, do it in the rain, because it just goes.
And
Unless your car is
you're
like,
not gonna grip up and like smash into a wall.
No,
it's just gonna
it's
slide.
awesome.
Right.
My car's pretty decently grippy in the rain, but
I do remember you saying.
I went against I can't remember his name off the top of my head. The guy with the E46 with the K series.
Joshua Dennis.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Car rips.
I would say that was probably the my low, I guess, for the season, because when I entered, because I led first, I believe.
Correct, you did.
No, I
No.
chased. No, I led first.
You did
yeah.
lead first.
Yeah, I went to go pull handbrake and it didn't do anything. It just
Oh,
didn't
no.
lock up, and it would just ruin the whole run. So
Yep.
Well, yeah, you were expecting that handbrake entry in the back of the car didn't do what you wanted it to, and
yeah,
that throws you all off.
yep. But what was it? The chase run, I guess. No, it was the lead run that was really good. It was my chase run that I messed up.
Okay.
Because the lead run was super good. But yeah, the lead run I was super pumped about.
But it just wasn't enough to push you forward.
Yeah, yep,
God, that sucks.
yeah. But I was like, you know what? It was my literally first round, first time competing really. So I was like, chalked it up. I was like, whatever, no big deal. And then it was still Matt Series, so it was still a good event.
yeah,
We still had.
The weekend was still good, yeah.
See, I
Yeah,
wouldn't know
yeah.
because I packed up and went home. And
Josh drove the 45
cried a
minutes
little
home.
bit.
You abandoned us.
Stopped at Love's on the way there and got a cheeseburger.
Had some corn dogs.
Oh, there you go.
Gotta get them Love's corn dogs, dude.
Yeah, they're good.
No.
They are.
The tacos, dude.
I can't say I've had a Love's taco.
Dude, they got breakfast tacos and regular tacos, and they're just...
I do recall the breakfast
Yeah.
tacos.
Well, let's not talk about Loves.
That'll be an episode in itself, too.
All right, so round 1 didn't go as planned. Round 2, let's talk about that.
Round 2, that was the bank layout. That was
Was
the big
that
bank layout.
the big payout event or the?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
big payout event. All right.
Uh, so that was the event. They actually did seating too, so there was quite a few more runs.
Okay.
But I didn't even think my car was gonna have the ass to do the bank.
Yeah.
Stay
I
out
was like,
there.
it's definitely a pretty intimidating bank the first time you hit it.
Dude, you got to be moving for
fast.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're too low on
And-
it, there's that bump, dude.
Dude,
Have
that
you-
bump is
Dude,
dark.
it's enough to rip the wheel out of your hands. It's violent
Yes,
and
it
it's terrible.
Yeah. But like the higher you are, the bump isn't as bad, but
Yeah, but it's
My car-
terrifying up there.
it is. My car just didn't quite have enough to stay like up there.
Yep.
I tried so hard, but
You
it just didn't have it.
gotta have the speed, or you gotta have like no.
You
grip.
gotta have the power. Yeah, no grip and the power
Yeah.
to keep the car
In
up
the
there.
in the run up really wasn't super long.
I don't understand why they do that, dude. Every time we have a into the bank,
They started short.
it's so shallow, and you gotta you're just not getting enough speed.
Yep.
And then you
I just didn't want anybody to die.
let us die
Yeah.
though. We're
Die like
wearing
men.
we got the cars for it. Let us just
Yeah, we got
die.
safety. Yeah. But yeah, the first time I hit it, man, rode the gears into third and laid into it, and it worked. It was
It did
it
the
was
thing.
wild, for sure.
Dude.
So
So who'd you go against in the seating bracket?
I think I went against Fred.
Oh gosh.
Freddie.
Yeah, I overshot the last corner really bad because I was
no.
hauling ass. I just overshot the corner really bad, but
And
yeah.
because Fred's a machine, he probably had the perfect back-to-back runs.
Fred is a literal machine.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, his lead was super good. It was fun. I think I got lost in the smoke behind him a little bit on like that center transition. I
Yeah,
got lost
Back
behind
across
him
the
a little
middle.
bit.
Yep.
I've been there.
Yep.
He pulled the gap on me pretty good. I think.
So
But-
those E36s, dude. He's
Hey.
on probably a 235 Accelera,
I was gonna say he's on a
and
small
he
tire.
would have just moves.
Yep. That
I
car
don't-
works
Yeah.
very well.
I don't get it. They just go.
I mean, I was pretty on him till that point. I just transitioned late and he was
Yeah.
gone. It's like shit. And then I'm pretty sure I went against Mike too. So
Mike
yeah,
Sampson?
I got-
Big old Sampers.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I don't understand how that car's so fast too. If you don't know, it's an E30.
And
And
it
Yeah.
a 6.2 in it.
yeah, but it's got the rear suspension of a potato.
Hey, easy now. I have that same rear suspension
We're
in
not-
my car.
You can talk about that at a later time, but
Yeah, a
It's
6.2 and an E30 is sketchy. We'll say that.
I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
Darren Rick's E30's just as fast. So I understand, but how? How does it work? What does it do?
Big balls make it work.
Dude, you have to.
You gotta have a set of nuts between your legs to make that work. That's no joking about that.
So, where did you seed into then? Or did you
I
seed out?
don't even remember. I don't remember honestly.
And that's okay. It was
Yeah.
a few months ago, so
Yeah.
If-
I mean, I think I got a buy run too in the seating. So it was weird because there
There's
wasn't
a lot
enough
of weird
drivers. I
buy
guess,
runs.
so-
oh yeah, that was partially my fault.
There's a lot of weird buy runs because of not saying your fault, but
I'll
issues
take
with
the blame.
issues with people. We'll just use you an example.
Yeah.
You had issues in practice or qualifying, whatever.
I mean,
so you weren't even able to make it to.
I would have made it there if I didn't hammer a chunk of my block off.
Yes.
Literally.
Again, we'll talk about that in your
it's,
episode.
it's a little sidetrack, but round one, I shattered my bell housing. So I go to put in a new bell housing, put my shit back together, and my idea is to put the dowels through the block instead of just pulling them out. They would have popped right out.
Yep.
I was like, I'm hammering them. Oh, they stopped. Maybe a good hit. And it just chunk. chunk just shatters
It
off
was
the
a
block.
big chunk too. It wasn't big, but it was,
I'm
it was
just
a
like,
good enough size chunk.
Oh, maybe I can weld that back on. Just no, just. And I didn't get a new engine in time, and missed round 2.
Well,
All right, so
Here's be
let's
better.
talk round 3.
round 3. Shoot.
Round 3.
Trying to remember round 3.
Which layout was round 3?
That was I think that's the one I drove. Did I drive round 3?
You did.
Or did
I think you did.
Round
I don't know if
3.
you actually battled, though. I know you practiced for sure.
Well, that was
'Cause-
round 4 or 3 was when you and Vinny battled. Was that 4?
I don't
I
know.
thought it was 4.
That was 4.
Yeah, it was 4.
Okay,
Was
so
it
yes,
4?
3.
Then I didn't drive 3.
You didn't drive 3. You only drove 4, right? It
Why didn't I drive round 3?
was overheating still, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was. Maybe.
I don't even remember.
And you went home and cried again, I think. No offense.
No, I probably cried.
That's all right.
Like I ain't
There's nothing wrong with a good cry every now and then.
Dude, my car doesn't work, so I gotta cry sometimes.
You do. You do.
I
It
don't,
happens.
it's the worst.
The downfalls of owning a BMW, my friends.
Brett, our almost entire team.
I was
is
going to say,
BMWs.
most of our team is BMW, so that was kind of a joke
Like, even
towards
if-
the team. So
Even if we include Nick, Nick's got a BMW.
he
too.
does. He does.
So we're fucked.
I mean, I do have a BMW.
Yes.
Too.
Adam also has a BMW
My
that is
daily.
on jack stands.
Yeah, when
It
was the
is
last time you
currently
drove
on
it?
jack stands. Yes.
Those are those jack stands belong to that car now.
Yeah, they
yes.
are one.
Yes, they do.
Like if you sell the E46, jack stands go with it.
Yep.
Like you're gonna have to.
I think they might be rusted to the body.
Right, to
I
the
don't know.
You're gonna have to
to the
lift
pinch
the
welds.
car so they can just stay there underneath it.
We could put 33.5s on the E46.
Oh, I hate that.
All right, so we're skipping round 3 too. We're just skipping round 3 altogether.
Oh no.
Okay.
Round 3 is actually a highlight.
I was
Hold
gonna
on.
say,
I drove round 3. I didn't drive 4
That's
because
it.
I got one lap at round 4. That's when I battled Vinny. Was round 3.
okay. I knew it was. Yeah. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah. So let's talk
Okay.
about that.
Round 3.
Round 3, yeah, because round 3, I went against Casey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got one more time.
The old yeet of Fleet.
Yeah. I got one more time with him. I was
Yeah.
pretty stoked on that.
Yeah, because
So,
that one zone after the low bank, they didn't connect.
Across the middle. Yes.
Yeah, across the middle,
Yeah.
like they just didn't make sense. You had to
It was really hard to get from that second outer zone to that. Was it a touch and go or was it an outer? It was
no, it was a whole zone.
it was a third outer zone, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
a
you couldn't
curve.
see it. You couldn't see it.
Well, that too.
Yeah,
It
but
was a-
like the entry to it was like 30 degrees already turning,
Yeah.
and it was impossible to get into.
Right, it
And
was very weirdly
everybody
placed.
blasted past.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not close enough. Everybody was blasting past it.
It was a very weirdly placed zone for
It
sure.
was a terribly
It was.
placed zone. Like that's
And then the wall was like really far away
gonna say, it
from
was
the
like 15
zone, so
feet
like
off the
everyone
wall.
was focused on the wall, so they were overshooting it.
Right.
yeah. The wall made sense.
Right. I
Yeah.
mean, most zones are against
It
the
felt
wall.
more comfortable that way for sure.
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
So anyway, you one more time against Casey.
Yeah, so in my lead run, he hit me a little bit, and I didn't realize it. But when we went for the one more time, I was dying because it was 1,000 degrees in the car.
Dude, it was
We were
so
just
hot.
It was a
Sitting
very
there.
hot weekend. Yes.
Yeah, we were just sitting there,
Down
and
through summer mats, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
It's always hot summer mats.
yeah, and anyway, he hit me, and it towed I think it was my right wheel. Yeah, my right back wheel
Yep.
was like an inch towed out.
Oh,
Yeah, it was really bad, and the car drove like ass. So, yeah, I didn't realize that until after the fact. I should have looked at the car. I should have taken the time and look at
Yeah,
the car.
but you don't have much time between your original battle and your one more time. So it's like,
Right.
do I mentally prepare? Or do I... My car just drove great. Like,
Right.
why won't it drive great again?
Right.
That's the kind of mindset... I mean, that's what I put myself into.
Like, you knew you got
I
hit.
I thought that I was just exhausted from the heat. Like I was like, oh, it's just me. Like I threw the run away basically.
Yeah.
And then like I went back out during Matt's Erie and the car still drove like ass. And I was like, what is going on? And I was like, I was over it. I packed up and went home. And then
Dude,
I was like standing behind my car like the next day and I looked and I seen the wheel and I was like, oh no, that's why.
That's not supposed to be like that.
Not supposed to be like that, no. So yeah.
See...
But other than that, like it was a really good event. That was probably one of my favorites, I guess, from the season.
See, after losing to Vinny, like, I just drove the shit out of my car until the head gaskets went. Like, it was a good event for me, too.
It was. No, your car started to work for that weekend, and it worked well.
Yeah.
And that was a good weekend for all of us.
That's the one thing I'm going to miss with this new, like, Matt Siri and
being separate.
Yeah, being separate. Because, like, I don't know, Saturday night, which is day one probably, is going to be just get your runs in, compete, and then you just don't have any more practice.
Right.
Because, like, with the Matt Siri, you'd be like, my car's a little whatever, I could just go blast out 15 laps.
Oh, yeah.
Just to make sure everything's good. And, like, you can keep practicing the layout, but now, since...
You don't get that.
Yeah, the track's going to go cold.
I mean, I think we'll still get a ton of practice, but you're right. It won't be fun practice.
Yeah,
right?
but we're not going to get
different.
the practice when
It's more serious
we
practice.
really shouldn't be driving our cars,
Right.
but we're going to go pop a couple laps anyways.
Yeah.
We're just not going to have that. And like
Those couple laps, though, on like those Matsuri weekends, those are times where you could go out and figure something out that you were trying to do in practice, like actual practice.
Oh, absolutely.
And go out and, hit a line just a little bit differently, and that little thing clicks, and that's what helps you.
Yeah, but there was like 4 sessions after comp that were just like free for all. Mm-hmm. And like if you wanted to like try a different type of entry just to spice up your run,
just to try it.
You could,
Yeah,
but
you could. Yeah.
now we're just going to be doing a podcast in Adam's trailer.
Yep.
We'll make the best of it. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, but my thing is, we're not getting that practice, but nobody else is getting that practice.
Right, yeah, it's not just us.
So, like, we need to
you
be
guys.
on our A game. Like if my car's not on fire or overheating, I need to be button seat on track, ready to go.
Yep.
Like, get the cars warmed up and ready 15 minutes before we're supposed to be out there.
Have tires ready.
Yeah, tires literally ready to be changed.
Yep.
In case I go through a set midway through practice. Like, we need to just drive, because there's no excuse for us. Like, we aren't shitty drivers.
No, you both have the talent, and you've been driving long enough to know what you need to do.
Yeah, and we have the cars. Like, we just need to put
it all together.
Tires on pavement.
Yep. Smoke in the air.
And just laps on laps on laps.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, I get in these mindsets that, like, oh, like, I got a couple good runs, like, maybe that's okay. Or, I'm out of tire.
But they could all be good runs.
Yeah, but, like, I'm out of tire and there's 10 minutes left. I could change them and drive for 5 minutes, or I can change them later and drive for an hour or whatever time we get. Which is stupid, but it's me being lazy. Yeah. And, like, I need that extra lap, that extra 2 laps.
Right.
Yeah. Like, it's funny, like, when I first went to Erie for, like, Matt's Erie's and stuff, before I was competing, so I would drive so much. And, like, then I, like, last year I started competing, I didn't drive nearly as much.
Yeah.
But I really think, like, the competition just kind of, like, it takes you out of it. It takes it out of you.
Yeah.
Like,
there's so much, like, mental strain.
Yeah.
There's so much more that goes into it than people don't realize. Like, drifting
Plus you're
is
in a
one
race
thing.
suit.
Right,
But,
yeah,
like,
yeah. You're in a fire suit. That's
Hey, we're staying cool this year, brother.
yes, we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
Yep.
If anything ever happens with it, if they ever respond to us,
Yeah.
because apparently they don't exist anymore.
They exist. They've seen the messages. They just don't
Seen and
reply.
responding.
They're two different things. Agreed.
Oh, jeez.
Kind of weird.
Hey, we'll still be cool regardless.
I mean, I'm gonna be cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay froggy fresh.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be snowing in my car. All right, round 3 good. Round 4, let's talk about it, because I got 1 lap, and then went home and cried again.
Yeah. You did a lot of crying this year.
Dude,
You do, can you have?
yeah.
Can you cry anymore?
I don't know, but were you on track with a monster truck? Because I was.
I was not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, suck it. All right, round 4.
That's pretty rad. Round 4 is good. Actually, full circle. The dude, Josh Dennis, right?
Joshua
Josh
Dennis.
E46.
Yeah. Honda Power.
So, battled him in round 1.
Got him again in
Round
4.
I battled him again in top 32.
No.
This time, I won.
Got the dub.
So,
Hey, let's go.
yeah.
Gotta get that in there.
So, yeah, that was a good one for sure. It was a good battle. I think it was second zone coming into that wall after that inner clip,
Okay,
I
yeah.
believe. It was kind of tight, and I was cruising in there pretty good, and I think he thought I was going to hit the wall, and he ended up spinning to avoid it, and
Yeah.
I did not hit the wall.
remember
So
Oh,
that.
love that, love that.
yeah, but it was good. It was a good battle though, for sure. So,
I love that.
and then in top 16, I had to go against Troy.
Oh,
Yeah, which I was pumped for, but I pushed a little too hard and I spun behind him. So
Hey, that's a good person
Yeah.
to battle against, though, to learn a lot of things
Yeah.
from.
Plus, if you're going
Yeah.
to lose to someone, at least
Right.
lose to the guy who's winning the whole thing.
Right, exactly. The guy that ends
Yeah.
up winning it at the end of the year. So can't be mad about that one bit.
No.
yeah, but I put down a really good lead run. So, but
Yeah, but then you
Yeah.
lost.
then I
Wait, wrong one. Nope. Hold on. Where is it? And he lost.
We had to cycle through those there for a sec, just make sure they all work again.
You have to label those.
No, I can change them. We're just
gonna
going to
go-
guess
okay.
every single time.
Yeah, I only know that C is the applause one, so.
So, yeah, you,
But, yeah.
you lost to Troy. You ended up in 14th in points.
14 for your first season, brother. That is not bad at all.
Yeah, because
Yeah, thank
I've been
you.
doing this 4 years now, and I've been last.
I was gonna say Josh hasn't cracked the top 20. And I'm not
No.
saying that in a bad way.
Yeah, but did you? Is it because of car issues?
It
Though?
has been.
Car issues every single year,
Yes.
dude.
Car issues
Doesn't
have
count.
haunted.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, well,
Car
resets.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
plus, I don't really want to talk about this here, but like, the judges, dude, they just don't like me. Like video, the one of the rounds that I did run, like I go against Taylor Braun, and he just missed shifts right off the line.
Yep.
And like even in the video, you can listen to it, and there's no sound of cars for 3 seconds, and we were just cruising. It's like in my head, like, do I turn around?
Right, you're coasting.
Do I stop? Like, what do we do? And then he takes off, and like I'm not ready for that like restart.
Yeah.
He takes off, and like I'm 4 cars behind trying to play catch up,
Yep.
and I'm like I'm nowhere where I'm supposed to
Say
be.
once you're playing catch up, you're already out of every position you need to be in. So
And like and like we
It just
finished
throws you off too, so bad.
the run, and they're like, oh, you went 4 tires off. It's like, yeah, 1, he led me there, and then 2, like he sandbagged the beginning.
right.
Like it wasn't an intentional
Right,
sandbag,
it was
but like
unintentional.
Yeah.
that should have been an instant fucking 0 for him, because it's a deceleration and acceleration zone.
Hopefully the
Yeah.
judging this year will be a little bit better than it
like-
was last year.
I even petitioned it and like paid
Yep.
my $100, and they're just like, nah. Sucks to suck. Sucks to be you.
I will probably never petition unless it's like a blatant, obvious, like,
Yeah, but I was out
Wrong way.
$100, dude.
No, and not that it wasn't obvious, but at the same time, like, again, when you go for a whole 3-second spurt like that, and again, nothing against Taylor that he missed the shift, but he at that point he technically zeros, does he not? Does he?
I'd assume so.
There's, I mean, I don't know the rule book, front to back, but
You
if we
should.
read into it, I'm sure there's something in there that states if you miss shift off the start and you don't.
there's usually like a 3-2-1 cone, I believe. You have to
Yeah.
enter by this point, so he probably didn't enter by then.
I
But
think he did. He
don't-
just powered through it.
Right,
Yeah,
so he
probably.
he got back into gear as you were hitting the 3-2-1.
Yeah.
Which, whatever, you live and you learn and you move on.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, speaking of Erie this year, tomorrow you and I pay for our season passes, which
That'll be
Yeah.
exciting.
4 rounds, $550 each.
Price hike this year a little bit.
Or if you pay for a season pass, it's $1,525. Over the what, 1,200 last year?
I think it was like 12 or it was like 12 or 13.
12
I
or
think.
1,300. I do understand that the prize pool
Has
for
increased.
this year is insane.
Yes.
And like they gotta pay for these events being solo from the Mad Siri events.
Right.
And like
Yeah.
they gotta pay everybody, they gotta pay the track, and like they gotta pay for prizes, and like I understand that. But goddamn, that's a lot of money.
It is for sure. Potential to win a lot of money.
It is a very big potential to win some money.
Which, do you know how much? It's like $5,000 for first, right? Each round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yep.
I mean, it's worth it. I understand it.
So that's the other thing, too, is instead of one big payout round this year, like they did last year and previous years, we have
yeah, are they getting
even
rid
pay-
of the huge money round?
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
because
just-
Oh,
they're
thank
all big
God,
payout.
dude.
because they're all even payout, yes.
Yeah, because I feel like that didn't like bring any more drivers than like a normal event. would
Well,
have.
one or two maybe, but it wasn't people that were doing anything standoutish,
Yeah,
per
there's
se.
nobody who like, no offense, but mattered.
Right.
Yeah, there's no.
Let's talk about round 1 and 2. What do you guys think
Oh.
about that?
Yeah,
That is
combined.
the best thing in the world,
I
dude.
like how they did that
Yeah,
because
I do too.
was introduced to that whole 1-2 round thing 2 years ago with Josh when he introduced me to the East 10 series, and that's how they do their stuff.
Yeah, all 4 rounds are 2 separate weekends, just so they can just knock them out.
Yeah, knock it out, get it over with.
Yeah,
There's
because like people are driving from all over the country to drive these events.
well, right, that too, and like you have people coming from all over the place, and you have people doing that, but you also have them same people that want to drive more events. So if you break up a 4-round event over 4 rounds over the course of six months, not even that we get to drive in the summertime, that's a lot of traveling for people. So if you can go if you go 2 times and you can get 4 rounds knocked out in 2 weekends, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it also
So-
makes. Oh, sorry to interrupt you,
So,
but
oh, you're good.
Uh,
So I personally like the way they're doing it as they're doing round 1 and 2 as a doubleheader weekend,
Right.
and 2 and 3 are not.
See-
I kind of like that they split that.
I don't. I wish that I get that they're splitting Mad Siri weekends, but like make one of them a Mad Siri weekend.
Right, I think they should have
I'd be
done
cool
that.
with that. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Like-
because that brings spectators, more people, and that's what they need to do is get more.
Yeah, like make the series finale the one that matters.
Right.
Make it a Mad Siri weekend.
Right, I agree with that.
Get the
100%.
crowd coming, because the crowd for these individual rounds is going to be terrible.
It is. It's not.
Yeah, it's not
Every
good.
time it's not good.
I say Lake Erie hasn't had a great rap. Not like nothing against Lake Erie. I love the facility. I love the track, but they have never had a good turnout for spectators in the Pro-Am series, which is mind-boggling to me because we went to the 50K, and I understand it's a 50K. It's a lot more money, But like the amount of spectators there for a Pro-Am event compared to an Erie event.
Yeah,
is
not
wild.
only that, like when I went to the Bloodmaster Invitational, like the stands on the one side were like packed.
Literally full, yeah.
Yeah, I get that they're like people come with drivers and stuff, but there's just so many more spectators than like a normal just comp weekend at
Right.
Erie.
Which is crazy because I went there for FD and
That place was
dude,
packed.
there was not a spot in the stands
No,
anywhere.
that place
Oh,
was
yeah.
asses to elbows.
Not to
was
butt,
nuts.
dude.
No, they had that whole back parking lot was insanely full. Like I don't think I've ever
never seen it that
no,
full.
Nope.
It's like, what do they have to do to get like the Crasharama people to show up for
Right.
competition weekends?
Right. That
And
amount
like,
of people.
does that mean getting like a stunt show for downtime, or like, do you get stunt bikes for downtime?
Right.
It's just with drifting, there's just so much like
gaps.
sitting
Yep.
and doing nothing that like Matsuri filled those gaps.
Yes, it did.
But like competition stuff, like someone has to bring people's attention because like practice is at noon and ends at 1, but competition's not till 3.
Yep.
And nobody wants to stand around and do nothing.
Right.
Yeah, go get a pretzel or a hot dog or something, but like you have to occupy these people's times.
Right.
Like, how hard would it
Yeah.
be to get like a motocross like stunt team
Little
out?
freestyle jump out
Yeah,
there,
get
right.
the jump in the airbag
Yep.
right in the center of the
Yeah.
track.
Yeah, you could do it where it doesn't get in the way and interfere with the layout or
Yeah,
anything.
or
Like,
even like one of those BMX stunt shows.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, just anything. Like,
Mm-hmm.
something needs to be added to like make people more interested.
no, I agree. I agree 100%.
Because like the Crasharama stuff, like you got back to back information or
Yep.
shows, and it's just that's what people want.
Yeah, they want constant entertainment the whole time. They want to be entertained the entire time they're there.
And like I get like their thing is like come out to the pits, like come talk to drivers, but like you walk around the pits one time, you're not talking to no drivers.
Right, and
Be like, wow, that car looks pretty dope.
yeah, you might stop and look at a car and you might talk to the guy that owns it, but
Yeah, you're not having 2 hours of conversation with these people.
right.
And like you're not going to buy merch from these people. Like you don't
You don't
care
know these people.
who these drivers are.
Right.
And like it sounds terrible, but like they don't give a shit about us.
Right,
They
from-
just want to see carnage.
Right, that's what most people want
Yeah.
to see is shit getting fucked up and people crashing and
And like they can have that.
yeah, I agree.
It's
100%.
possible.
Yep.
Like, even when I helped Troy in FD, like, it was pretty rare that anybody like came by our pit, or I seen anyone going to anyone's pit other than obviously Adam LZ. But like,
Yeah, like they
no
don't
one's hanging out in people's pits.
No.
usually.
Nobody
Like,
gives a
they're just
shit.
not.
about
They'll walk around.
No, and it's like that with
and
other
look
forms,
around,
and like and that. It's like that with other forms of motorsport too. Like I was just telling Josh before we started the podcast tonight. I grew up around dirt car stuff, and like you go to big dirt car races with guys that are big name dirt car guys. Same thing. There's not people walking up to them in the pits and standing there and having half-hour long conversations with them and stuff. They're going through. They're
Right.
walking around the pits once. They're looking at cars and they're going back to the stands to watch the races.
oh yeah.
It's the same
Right.
same thing
Yeah.
here. Like they need to keep the people entertained the entire 3 hours. that
Plus
they're
nobody's walking from the stands to the pits to the stands,
there. Yeah,
dude.
no, that's a long.
That's
fucking
a
walk.
hike.
That's a hike. I agree.
Yeah.
And like I get like we're humans and we're lazy, but like it just that needs that little extra
Mm-hmm.
that like maybe cut the track in half and do something on one side and
Right.
do comp on the other. We don't need the whole track for these events.
Nope.
Like make one event like a half track, short track, and the tandems will be insane and fire.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Like it'd be dope.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Put the stands on track, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Bring the bleachers.
You know what I'm
that-
saying? Put the bleachers on the track.
the
and
ones
then,
that we sit in for fucking drivers meetings. Lift them bitches up and put them down in the
put
infield.
them in the center, and then we only drive on half the track.
Right.
Do something cool. Do something new.
Yep.
Bring the people
Which-
in.
I did say something about they're gonna do some like pyro stuff, and I mean it sounds like they're definitely trying.
I
So-
get it. And, like the pyro stuff will be for like top 8 and like night stuff.
Right.
and
Yeah,
it'll be
yeah.
cool, but like, is pyro enough to get
spectators,
more people.
right.
Like,
and that's the thing too. It ultimately brings more money, especially with the Pro-Am being separate now this year.
and I hate to say this, like, maybe talk to Eric White and get some of his stunt bikes in.
Right.
Like, that man's Thursday night events
Are packed.
They are sold out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Every single one.
Yep.
And people are just there because there's nonstop action.
Yep. All night long, from 5 in the afternoon until 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, and, like, they love that shit, dude. They love it.
Yep.
Do a burnout contest. That's simple.
Insane, dude. That'd be a great idea. And, like,
Yeah.
Spectator drags.
which I hate that,
That's
but
right. Stupid
that shit works,
like that
though.
is what brings people in, right?
Yeah, get butts in seats,
Yep.
dude.
Yep.
That's all you got to do is get butts in seats.
Yep. Yeah.
But who's gonna listen to us?
We're just a bunch of douchebags that drive drift cars that don't work half the time.
Hey, my shit works, dude.
It does now.
My shit works.
It will work.
It actually doesn't work.
Actually, out of all of our cars right now, and I mean everybody in the drift crew, I think mine is the only one that actually runs and drives
I
currently.
think Jake's is good to go.
Is it? Okay. Adam, yours isn't currently running and drive. Oh, you could probably run and drive yours right now, right?
Now I pulled the harness and
Oh, okay,
ECU.
that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Fancy
Has
Pants.
no brains right now.
Yeah, no brains. No brains.
Got no brains.
Car ain't got no gas in it.
Hmm.
All right. Well, one thing, we've been doing this for a hot minute. I want to do this segment where I'm going to ask people on Facebook if they want to ask us some questions.
All right.
And then we'll take some time and answer them here.
All right. I like that.
I'm going to start at the bottom. Your buddy Joel asks, what's the coefficient of angle versus dangle? And I'm going to say about 16%.
Yeah, about spot on there.
I'm gonna say 17.
That's, sometimes got a little,
Little
gotta
extra.
add a little dangle to that angle.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Thank you, Joel, for that comment or question. Please don't ask any more. All right. I'm going to answer this one by myself. Jay Gleason asks, tires and wheel size, pros versus cons, the different sizes, compounds, brands on different terrains. Don't ask me that. I don't know. And I don't want to answer that. So...
That is a loaded question in an aspect, and out of all of us here, I might know the most about tires.
Just no.
So
I'll
no.
mute you. Just no. I don't care.
No, I know.
I feel like that's a very large, broad question.
It is.
Yeah, and
There's very
Like it could-
very much explanation to
and
that
I'm
question.
not abroad, so. All right, here's a good one.
Hair's getting kind of long, so
American Power and why it's important for a successful drift day.
I'm going to say
Talking
that it's not.
V8 engines or
American Power,
American
and the
Power.
only American engine that actually matters
Oh,
is the
God.
dang old LS.
Here we go.
You got a Coyote? Leave.
I'm going to mute you.
Go home. Nobody cares.
Hey.
Yeah.
Easy on Chad. Chad's Coyote works great.
Yeah, well, he could have an LS and it'd work better.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how that car works.
Superchargers.
just remember, there's an event out there that 60,000 plus people go to for one engine.
That is true.
Don't ever talk to me again. So, LS engines are the best, and we're all going to eventually run one, including Vinny, and he smells bad.
I will not. And Vinny smells great.
Any other comments to add to this? Do we
Nah.
agree? We agree. Big old V8s.
Agree to disagree.
Big old
Agree
to disagree.
big old V8s.
I'm going to just throw this in here now because everybody on Facebook is going to deal with it now that the group chat has to. M44, go. Brrr.
I'm actually going to edit that out.
Wow.
My boy Steve Gonzalez. Sorry, my boy Esteve Gonzalez. His mom doesn't know how to pronounce his name or spell it, and she named him.
Wow.
Yeah,
Birthday,
weird.
too.
2025 drift events in our region and your plan for the upcoming season. One thing we gotta talk about: Hillfest, brother.
Ooh, that's going to be
Yes.
Dude, if you don't know, Hillfest is in West Virginia.
fun. Hillfest, if you don't know and you're not going,
Go.
You're missing out.
Yeah, just go.
You
It's
should
a
go.
snowshoe
ski
or
resort.
snow hair resort. It's one of those.
Yeah.
Don't quote me. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Somewhere in West Virginia.
Yeah, and we're drifting up, and we're drifting down,
Up and down through the mountains.
and we're banging gears, and I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're banging stuff, and it's gonna be dope. It's a whole weekend event. There's dudes doing hill climbs. We're drifting. I'm gonna
partying.
daily this BMW in the city
Yep.
or town or whatever.
Driving them through the city.
Stop me because I'm drifting on the streets, uphill, downhill.
We'll put the plate from the TI on it. I
No,
don't care.
I don't need no plate. What are they gonna do? Be like, what are you doing? I'm drifting,
What are you doing?
drifting.
What's that?
Come
You one of those
over.
takeover
Let's
kids?
Get in, Mr. Police Officer. We're drifting. Pull that gun out. We're shooting into the air.
So 2025 events. First one we've covered, obviously, Hillfest.
Hillfest, yes. And then,
Josh and Adam will be doing the full Pro-Am series at Lake Erie Speedway.
yes, as long as my car doesn't explode.
As long as both of their cars hold
Reload.
up. I will be there possibly for a event or two of a Matt series. I will be there for all of the Pro-Am events with
Okay,
those guys.
because I need you.
Yes, well, I'm your
In
spotter.
a non-sexual, sexual way.
Both.
That's
I am your spotter, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's
When we lift weights and on the drift track. So, side note, Josh can't bench press very much.
we're doing all 4 rounds, 3 weekends. We're gonna win. Me and Adam with the 1-2 finish.
You'll probably catch us at pit race a time or two.
Oh, we're going to some pits, dude. Some pit
race,
races.
some mid vales.
Love pit race.
We're getting some tandems
We
in.
will definitely, again, name dropping our boys over at Club Loose. We will definitely be seeing a lot of them peoples this year.
because they're good people.
I've been
and
telling them people that I've been going to come drive with them for the last 2 years now, and I haven't. So I got a couple people that I got to make it up to.
I'll hook you up with a trailer down one of those times.
All right,
I got you.
perfect.
You heard it here. Show up. Kiss Austin on the mouth. I don't know. Have
Don't
fun.
kiss me on the mouth. I don't
But
shave
yeah,
my mustache.
We're doing Pro-Am. We're going to win. You know, with a 1-2 finish.
I like that.
And for some reason, they're going to give Austin third. It's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be-
not even
it's gonna be
competing, but I'm
wild.
going to get a third, yeah.
Yeah, and then
In a bone stock TI.
we're going to LS Fest
LS
West,
Fest
dude.
West will be fun.
East.
So
East. We're on the East Coast
We're
over
going to
here.
LS Fest East.
Nick Swanson hook us up with them fucking driver passes, my guy. Let's fucking do this. Because I'm pretty sure he's still the one running it because he's a good dude.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
LS Fest is going to be that's going to be a great time.
I'm putting plates on my car for that event. And we're drag racing, brother.
TI. Got you on the plates.
I'll just play it. I got clean title
Oh, we could do that.
because it gets rowdy, and I want a piece of the action. I'll lose $100 on a race.
Can we
I ain't scared.
get you some straight radials to
Oh,
put on a set of wheels?
brother.
Good. All right.
I got axles rated to
I know
1500
you do.
horsepower.
I know you do. That's
and
why
we're
I asked.
breaking them. We're having fun.
I'll get you a set of wrinkle walls for that thing.
Yeah, and then some club losers. We're talking about some gamblers.
Gamblers, possibly.
That might
Who's
be
one?
our entry into Practiceville.
Practiceville.
Yeah, whatever that means.
I, myself, will personally probably be at a lot of the weekly Big Indian events because it's very close for me. So if you want to see me, come see me there. Josh also lives around the corner, but he probably won't drive there.
I'll show up once or twice. I
Yeah.
don't know what I'm saying. Man.
Adam's fucking across the river, the Potomac River or something.
Yeah,
so
but if
he
they do
won't be
some
there.
competition, he'll come up, he'll win, and then
He'll win. He'll win some marijuana joints again, like he did last year.
I've won a couple of those.
You have. You've passed those along to me, along with our good friend Scotty Wobbles.
All right, so that pretty much sums up our shits. That's Pro-Am, Hillfest. Hillfest is the only one that really matters.
Yeah.
Club Loose 2.
LS Fest matters. That'll be a good one.
Yeah, because, we got some people to talk to at LS Fest. Some cool people. So we'll have them on the Podular cast.
Yes, LS
And
Fest
then-
podcast. That will be a good one.
Would be a great one. And then, yeah, that's
we
our
got?
events.
What we got for next question?
Next question.
Give me a question. I'll answer a question.
I'm gonna answer this one. I'm sorry. 'Cause
All right.
it's- Jason Martin asks why drifting is becoming like drag racing. The drama. # make drifting fun again. Shut the fuck up. Just go drive.
Fix your car,
Stop
Jason.
caring about what Bobby Butts is saying and just go drive. Get some laps in.
Jason, I'm going to mark your door this summer, so get ready for that.
He's still in C, and
That's
he's
okay. I'll back myself down to C and
right.
hit him.
I'll hit him in the pits, dude.
I will too.
I'll drive Mock Jesus into his car.
We'll say it,
I ain't
Jim.
scared. All right, so we got that one. Our boy Shane or Gucci Burman asks,
Gucci Burr.
Big Indian Drift Pit? Question mark.
I will be there, Shane. I just said that. I will be there for.
Definitely be coming.
I will be there for probably most of the weekly events. And my boy Gucci Birdman does his little burnout competition. I helped out at the end of the year last year doing some judging on that, so I will be doing that again this year, helping out with some burnout competition judges.
A little sidebar though, we should talk to Eric about our us doing an event.
I agree, 100%.
Cause I got games.
We got games.
I got games.
We got games for days.
I got games.
If you like games,
I got
kid
games.
likes games. We don't have them on our phones, but we'll have them at Big Indian Drift Pit.
I got them on my phone.
His battery's
All
dead.
right, and one last question. For this one's for you, Adam.
Adam Bergener.
The effects of lateral G-force on sperm count? Question mark.
It's got to drop
know.
it.
You heard it here
I don't
first.
I don't even know.
He's
I don't
speechless.
know. Yeah.
What a question.
Speechless.
What a
All
question,
right,
guys.
that's it for us, boys. My name is Joshua Leatherbarrow, and you can find me on Instagram at schwa_LB.
I am Austin Fay. You can find me on Instagram. I'm not even sure what my Instagram is. I don't know.
I'll link it below.
Yeah, we'll put it in.
Don't
We'll
worry
put it in the
about that.
description.
Adam,
He's got
you're
like
up.
4.
Yeah, he
something.
does.
I have two.
Oh, and you can find all of us
Yes,
at the Dangerous Nights Drift Crew.
we are on Facebook.
It's Knights with a 1 instead of an I because Knights is racist or something.
Yeah.
It wouldn't let me put an I.
Mark Zuckerberg just doesn't have it out for us. Or
Yeah,
something.
and then you can find Adam at
It's just at Adam Bergener on Instagram and Facebook.
Real original. Like that.
Yep. Simple.
I also have a YouTube channel you can check out at JLeatherB. I have videos from years ago, and I haven't uploaded in a while.
That will change this year. We're gonna have some more stuff this year.
We're gonna angle with our dangles this
Yes,
year.
we are gonna. The dangles are gonna be angling for sure.
But yeah,
I do have a YouTube as well.
oh, shout it! It's the time.
I think it's at Adam Bergener 11
Oh,
on YouTube.
We'll get all of our links posted in the description, and Josh
Yeah.
does this editing.
Yeah.
or if I pay someone to edit this.
Yeah, this was our first one, so hopefully you guys enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
so it's a long one.
Dude, we did all right,
We did
guys. We had
so.
a
Yeah.
few mistakes.
We did not
Yeah.
record 6 minutes and
Oh,
not
yeah,
have
like-
it recording.
This version of the beginning of it was terrible
Yeah.
because I'm slow and I didn't hit record on the little PodTrack P4 thing.
Also, just to throw this out there, these podcasts won't be in the same location every time.
no, they will be.
No, they're gonna be traveling. We'll have some
Oh,
traveling ones.
like us location.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You could find this anywhere you find podcasts. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
anytime, anywhere you listen to podcasts, we will be there. But the actual physical location of the podcast will change throughout the course of the summer. Like we mentioned, we'll be at Hillfest. We're going to do one there.
Yeah, and Adam's got this nice enclosed trailer. We're all gonna get in one of them.
Look forward
circles.
to keep an eye out for the Dangerous Nights Crew bedtime podcast. That one's going to be a
Yeah.
good one.
pajamas, mandatory. Pants, optional.
Yes.
So yeah,
I think we're going to drop it at that tonight.
what?
Is that we're done for the night?
Dude, we've been on here for an hour and 9 minutes.
Hey, I'll take it.
We planned originally for like
A half hour.
a half hour,
And we doubled
which is
that.
nuts because I have thousands of more topics.
Oh,
we
we
can
got.
talk about, but
We're gonna have podcasts this summer. Lots of them.
we're gonna
Be making them.
Oh yeah.
we're gonna be them boys.
What are we doing? What do we got
Yeah.
for episode 2? Just so we can give these people
Episode 2, we're gonna
something
talk
to look
about
forward.
me
We're gonna talk about you. All right.
and the drama that follows me.
Yes.
And if
Coincidentally enough, I've met Josh through some drama, I guess you could say.
it was dope. Well, let's not bring anything.
No, that'll be next episode.
Yeah, so thank you for watching if you got this far. If you didn't,
Fuck
then you probably smell bad. So, thank you, and good night.